Today we'll be taking a look at hooking up a single instance using a Focusrite Solo to a Behringer wing, and we're going to be using analog inputs and outputs to get the signal flow through the box. So the first thing you want to do on VST host is go to devices and go to waves and make sure that you do have the proper driver selected. We're going to be doing 48K, 128 samples, and we have the Focusrite USB ASO. So hit OK. So our routing, this will be different for every instance, is a Shure 58. That cable is going into channel 8 on the back of this console. So then we are coming out of output 1 and we are going into this in the front. And the reason we're using this is explained in another video, but you want to do line level instead of mic level. And then we are coming out of the back, which would be the right side, which would be, I believe, output 2 on the program, back into channel 1 of the console. So we're just making an input and output loop to get back in. So a send and return for all of us from the analog days. So Tanner is going to talk into this microphone. Hey. You can see this is our actual channel. Hey. So a very important thing to do is select the channel, and then we need to go in here and make sure that it is not going to the mains. So on this particular console, we're using this for our main input. We're going to make sure that it's off. That way it doesn't accidentally send to the mains just from the channel and duplicate the signal. Next thing we'll do is we're going to select a send. We are using monitor send 1 because we're coming out of 1. We'll turn that up to unity or as close to it as we can get. Also very important, make this be post fader. If you end up leaving it as pre, it can end up making things not sound as good because you won't be able to control using the fader. So we'll have post, we have that selected, we have it turned up. That should now get our signal when we turn it up to go to here. So we'll talk. Hey. And if we turn this down, it will disappear from here. So we'll go back up. Then we have to have our return channel. So we are sending from this, it is going into the Focusrite, and we have returned it into channel 1. We have this that we have labeled as Defeedback return is our input 1 on the console. So you can see as Tanner talks, hey. We have it returned here. There's nothing coming out of the mains from this fader. And when we turn this up, you'll start hearing, hey. We are using Defeedback.
Hey1.
I'm going to go up to unity here.
1, 2.
-10.
1, 2.
And we're right at the verge. But if we bypass.
1, 2. We're going to bypass now. 1, 2.
And we'll turn up just a little
2.
more. You can hear feedback.
1, 2.
And as soon as we initiate.
1, 2. 1, 2. I'm going to do it again. Off. 1, 2. Feedback. On. 1, 2.
Incredible. Which is terrible. We have a microphone aimed into a speaker. But who knows? That happens all the time. This is the easiest way for us to do a bus. The good news when you do use a bus is then you can send as many channels to that bus as you wanted to. So if we wanted to send this channel, and this channel, we just need to hit select, make sure that our tap point is post, and then we can start turning it up. Same thing on this one, this one. You can send as many microphones as you want to through one instance of Defeedback, but you don't want more than 4 people talking at the same time, or it starts to do a little bit of stuff that's weird. But if you had a panel of 300 people, as long as they don't talk over each other, one instance could get you taken care of. Choir mics are a whole different story. We'll do a different video on showing you how to do that. But please hit like and subscribe and have a great day. And if you need to purchase any of these, let us know.